Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of John the Comic Guy. This is a road trip video. I was out at North Carolina hanging out with my son and my soon-to-be daughter-in-law, and while we were traveling, it happened to be Free Comic Book Day, and we saw a store, Ultimate Comics, and this was great. This store it was giant. Matter of fact, Ultimate Comics, as you saw with the flyer that I posted early on in this video, they have 5 stores out in the Raleigh-Durham area. It's just amazing. This place was packing. They had some guest people signing some of the free books, which I'm going to show you at the end of this video. I was just really impressed with these guys. The inventory was tremendous. Now, there are stores in Jersey that have a lot of great inventory as well. What I think they don't have is the sheer real estate. Look at this. So this is the second part of the building after the entranceway, after the checkout area and where the register is. But look at this part of the store, and folks, this is not it. This is not all. I almost right there. You're going to notice I kind of passed that up initially. I passed that up. That was an entrance to another section. So really big, really nice. The staff was nice. They were very welcoming. Tremendous inventory. So this is kind of really the bookstore mainstream area. They have the Funkos. They have new books, trade paperbacks. I took a little bit of video in their entranceway where you check books out. Here it is. This is where their main register is, but they had some decent books. That one tempts me. You know, I know Matt from Patriot Comics also loves that Silver Age Ghost Rider. Nice graded #1. Some old Golden Age graded books. Some hot books in there. It was really a very impressive graded. But I almost passed that up. I saw that a back area, back issue section. So this lady just moved out of my way. But so now, again, you saw that was a big area. Now look at this area. Again, that's what I don't think I see often in the New Jersey or the tri-state area stores. They had so much real estate. And by the way, after this, you're going to even see more. So I got to say, 2 thumbs up for Ultimate Comics in North Carolina. They had a good new issue section, a great back issue section, and now check this out. This is kind of like a warehouse area next door that they had unbelievable amount of boxes. They had rock chime in, and it was really great. It was rock music is chiming in. You're flipping through books. It was fun. So let me kind of close this part of the video and show you what I got. Now, before I take you guys through all the goodies I got at Ultimate Comics out of North Carolina, let me just thank our sponsor, ComicSkin.com. Mark out at ComicSkin has been gracious enough to give everybody 5% off if you put in the coupon code John the Comic Guy 5. So at checkout, put John the Comic Guy 5 in, and you'll get 5% off. I really like Comic Skins. These are really my favorite long-term quality preservation vessel. They really are so close to the size of a slab. If you guys notice, a lot of them are a lot of preservation methods. They have like a flip top or something. They're a little smaller. You can't really put your own label in there. I love this. Again, for me, my OCD, for my consistency need, I go with Comic Skin. So again, Mark, thank you so much for supporting us. John, the Comic Guy 5 in your coupon code to get 5% off. Okay, let's see some goodies. Now, the day we went, we actually were, my son, my daughter-in-law to be, we were picking up some wine, and then we see his comic sign, and then it's like it's suddenly appearing in my brain that it is May the 4th. So it all made sense suddenly, and the writer of Gotcha Man, Cullen Bunn. Cullen Bunn was actually at the store signing. It was wonderful. I think they had 3 different creators there, but at the time I was there, Cullen was doing his signing, and he was nice enough right then and there just to sign it. So, Gotcha Man Zero. I thought it was so cool. I think you guys know I love signed books. So just having an opportunity when I was visiting my son, it was a good pickup. Now here are the books that I'm probably going to end up putting in my $5 or $10 bins. I am not 100% sure what I'm going to keep and sell yet. Later I'll show you what I'm absolutely planning to keep, but military books. So they had some boxes that I was flipping through, and these were all not in bags and boards. I just picked them up. I just grabbed anything I saw that was a Silver Age or a early Bronze Age. I just snagged. It was kind of like a feeding frenzy for me. But Fighting Air Force, Charlton, great cover, right? Look, as you're going to notice, I think all these covers are great. I don't know if I'm going to keep them all. It's certainly coming down to space now. How much space do I really want to take up? But Fighting Army, another great swastika covers. People are like honing in on the swastikas, but that is right. That's a piece of history right there. Fighting Marines. Do you guys like Charltons, by the way? I love Charltons. Matter of fact, one of my favorite Golden Age superheroes happens to be a Golden Age Charlton character. I'm going to do an episode on that one of these days. Here are our 3 DC war books, All American War. So you have 97, 98, and 99. Right, I'm just snagging these all up, picking them up sequentially. So happy to get them. More Charlestons here, Army Attack. It's almost like these are all like gray wash covers, right? Great. Army War Heroes. Battlefield Action. I've seen a lot of these Battlefield Actions in the, at least the series, and I've sold them. So again, people tend to like war comics. Really good. Found a couple. I don't typically go towards Dell, but I saw these, and it's like pieces of history. Let me pick it up, and I at that time purely intended to resell. So Lyndon B. Johnson here from Dell. Jungle War Stories from Dell. And that was really my Dells, but again, they were 12 cents for me at the price. I just snagged them. I always thought quality comics were kind of cool. This doesn't even have a comics code. It's 12 cents, so I clearly know it's Silver Age, but I found it interesting. It doesn't have a comic code authority stamp for this one. But U.S. Fighting Men, pretty cool cover. Another Charlton, U.S. Air Force. War Heroes. This one, and by the way, I might have mentioned it before, but these are all really low grade, right? I'm thinking they're ranging from the 2.0 to the 3.5 range. They're lower grades, but despite the fact that they're lower grades, I don't know, covers like this, they kind of pull me in. So there's a chance I might keep some of these, but if you guys come over to the house, you might see them on my wall. Betty and Me. How many of you like Archie books? Are you Archie fans? I tend to go towards the Golden Age more. But you're going to see a lot of the books I kept, really all the books I'm planning to keep are Archie books. I tend to like the Good Girl art. I like Ginger, books like that. So Katie Keene, I will tend to keep those, but Betty and Me. I suspect a lot of people do ask me for Archie books, so I have a feeling these are going to go pretty well. A Betty and Veronica. I happen to collect Betty and Veronica, but I have this issue already. It's them buying shoes. They're making a store owner crazy. I like it. And the last book that I'm right now planning to put into my inventory is a Sad Sacks Funny Friends featuring the General. Now again, and you know what? The purple on the cover, I kind of think it pops. I like it. It's just this is just not one of the Harvey titles. I don't tend to keep them. So now let's look at some of the books that I'm going to keep, and I'm going to go through this pretty fast. But this is all in the Archie world, and they're all Betty and Veronica's, and I like them. Number 175. What I always think is so cool is really these Archie books are so focused on the times, and you can see these. This is 70s, right? We're talking the 70s garb, 60s, 70s, but with these being Bronze Age, I know they're in the 70s. Betty and Veronica, look at that couch. Any of your parents have a couch like that? We're talking 70s. Fighting pollution. Yeah, look at Veronica's outfit. Yeah. Welcome to the 70s, people. Bell bottoms and that print. This is great. That's good stuff. And you know, you almost think that they put paint in here just so they can put a splatter on the clothes and make it look more like 70s, but it just it cracks me up. Again, more 70s clothing. I really I don't collect Archies. Really all of my Archie books happen to be good girl art. I really like it. More 70 clothes, right? And not all of this is sequential, but again, I'm seeing these in the boxes. None of them are bagged and boarded. I'm snagging them. I'm pulling them all. I had a stack. This is the only one. This is the only Betty and Veronica out of the books that I got from Ultimate Comics that I put in Mylar. You know, they were really low grade. I haven't even pressed them yet. By this time that you're seeing this video, I haven't pressed anything yet. So will I? I'm not sure yet. But that was the only one I put in Mylar, and that's not traditional on how I take care of my books. But I'm getting these in such bulk. Do I want to? I'm not sure. More 70s clothes. We're kind of winding down on this one fast, but that one is a cute one. A little ballet dancing. It's not focused all on just that 70s clothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back to the 70s clothing. And as you see, I just started picking. I just started grabbing them. And that's actually how I'll usually do it. If I'm looking at a collection, if I don't want all of the books, I will focus and hone right in on the 20-cent and under cover prices. So a beach scenes for, if I were to sell this, I bet you this would sell pretty fast. Tell me what you think. Do they sell fast for you too? Those beach bathing suit type of scenes. More 70s. Look at those bell bottoms, ladies and gentlemen. Platform shoes. Yeah, Betty. By the way, here's a little bit of interesting history. So from the older Bronze Age to these newer Bronze Age, the 20-cent cover prices. Notice, I don't know if you see that, but right there, it's distributed by Fawcett, right? The old original Captain Marvel, right? Who's now known as sort of Shazam, but distributed by Fawcett. So there was a period of time where Archie was not distributing their own books anymore. Why? I tried to look it up and I couldn't find out why. And they typically have these little circular logos, these Archie comics. So I think all the rest are going to have that, right? They're distributed by Fawcett, and they have that little circular Archie symbol. Yeah, so these are getting to be more recent with that 20-cent cover price. And now it doesn't even say distributed by Fawcett; it just says Fawcett. So, yeah. If anybody knows why why Archie needed Fawcett to distribute them, let me know. I'm curious. And again, that historic part, I looked it up and at least initially I couldn't find it. And this is the last one. Everybody, this is the last one. This again, clearly distributed by Fawcett, and the newer ones started getting into a little bit better shape. So instead of a 2 to 3.5, I think a lot of these are probably 4.5 to 5s if I'm lucky. But I think I'm going to ultimately press them out. That was my find from, and I'm going to show you their card. If anybody's in the North Carolina area, I suggest just comparing them to New Jersey stores. It just had more real estate. The just as clean as a New Jersey store. I didn't feel my allergies kick in, but it says they have 5 stores, so that at least in my world, that's a pretty big store. And they were, as you saw in my videos, they had plenty of space to walk around. So anyway, that was my treasure hunt Southern style. Thank you so much for joining. If you guys like this content, again, I would ask you to please hit the subscribe button, hit the chimes, and if you have friends that you think are going to like this content, I would ask you to have them subscribe as well. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you all soon. Goodbye. And I want to give a special shout out and thanks to Angry Straight White Male. This viewer made the comment to me that I should do my videos landscape mode and hold my phone that way, and that has significantly helped me. So, Angry Straight White Male, brother, I appreciate your feedback, and I hope you're noticing some improvements in my video. Thanks. Good girl.